range of the camera so we can see them being spawned. Hey Fantasy, how are you doing? So let's check that out. See if that works. Oh, welcome. Might be just in time to test the spawner here. I don't know if it's gonna crash. I'm having cross-threading issues. Alright, chat test. So I got nothing out of that. So I added the filters, test. Oh, test is the parameterized, so it has to have a parameter, so it would not work. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Sure. I'll try my best. C# code. Anything lower level is a little bit rusty there. So check the commands, filter, invoke. I'm not getting any rise out of this. Monitor, message, Twitch call. Let me see if that's even running. Yeah, it's running. Instantly. Okay. So I try get, and if I do get, I need to set the message. So if I do get, I try to consume, and if I don't consume, then I set the message. And then if the message is set, it would run. Oh, crappy hola. Hang on. Don't, how do I allow that? I don't even know how to fix that. Hang on. I gotta tell Mubot to go home, I guess. Spam filter. Spam filter. Link protection. So you said paste bin, right? So I can add a whitelist. Fan settings. I'm just gonna turn off the link stuff for now. Yeah, I don't realize I have that stuff on until something happens. Sorry about that. Let's start this up again. Cool, it's saying, where's that gonna start me up? Alright. Adds a second to load. Still no response, and spawn. Still no response. On start, if cam equals null, no camera. So it's gonna disable that script. On update, if fire one shoot, if shoot, so raycast from the transform position, camera forward, out hit, weapons range, and the mask. Okay, so I don't think you can pass in a layer mask directly. You have to use there's a method on there that converts it into an int. I think you may have to do that. And the weapons range, I guess you know about that part. So weapons range. Yeah, I think the mask, you have to convert the mask back into something else. It can't just be used directly like that. So let me declare a layer mask here real fast. Yeah. Yeah, see the value? You got to get the value out of the layer mask. I think that's what you need to pass into the function. So instead of just dropping the mask in here, it should say mask.value. I don't think the raycast function can convert or does convert a layer mask. I think the layer mask is strictly for us. And then it converts the bits and stuff back where it's called. So let me declare a minimum range here. Camera, it's deprecated, but it should still let me run it. Okay, so yeah, the raycast takes an integer. And I think that's the call that you're using. So we have a comma. Yeah, it should be an int. I think using mask.value would get you out of that problem. Therefore, it's an int. I thought the layer mask would normally convert it, but I think I came across this sometime before. So try sending in the mask instead and see how that works. Okay, now I receive no message. If message is not equal no. While running, okay. So I need to attach there. Unity takes forever. It's just been up. Too much stuff happening. Yeah, stop your code. You have it running. You're in edit mode, in debug mode. Like so I got going on here. Yeah, I run into that all the time, and it probably stopped in the middle of the code. And if you're using Visual Studio 3.5, I don't think you can edit code at runtime. If you're using the new Unity, you can go up to 4.5. I think they just implemented that. Fortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to try it out yet. I can't wait. Okay, I am receiving no events at all. Object reference not set to instance of an object. On disable, on destroy. So close client, and my client is not new. Opening connection. Playing in Unity, or you have what do you call that? You have it attached. That's the only time I've ever received that. So what was going on? Maybe you can clue me in. That way, if I run into it, it won't stop me from working. So here's my new client. And when I open the chat, client open chat name. Yeah, attachment. Cool. All right. Yeah, if you got something different, I would definitely want to know. You sit here debugging the simplest little thing and waste hours of work. So yeah, so run again. See if that mask works. I think that's the way to go. You can actually use your own I mean, if you're writing your own software, you don't need a layer mask. You can just type in the layer that you have it on. Their mask is probably the most efficient way to go. That way you can add however many masks you want. Okay, open the connection. Open and connect. Ooh, can't show that 1,000 times there. I have to change that. So closing the connection would do that. Starting the monitor, I'd like to know if that works. And stopping chat monitor, and what else do I need? Okay, I'm in open now. That you're not receiving the raycast event, is that the problem? Because I can write that same code. Let's spin up a new project and check it out for you. Okay, worker equals null. I mean, I never started a new worker, and that's why it's not monitoring the chat. Okay. Oh. So if I start the coroutine runner, I still have to start monitoring the chat. So start chat monitor. Add the filters and bingo. Null reference exception. Object reference not sent to instance of an object. So that is not a mask issue. Your weapon, when is your weapon instantiated? How does it get the data for the weapon? So I'm assuming it's serialized and it's passed in through the inspector from what I can read in the code here. And the range and damage. Then you got the weapon here. So this should be safe. You're out, that should be safe. If the raycast hit, if the cam equals null, are you putting in the camera in the inspector? It sort of looks like here you got a private field, so that gives you access to the inspector, and you're setting it. So once you set it, that should be not null. That should be not null. Your hit that's your variable. That's also okay. I would replace the mask with the actual layer mask that you're trying to use. Just one test on one physics layer, one collision layer. The mask is a structure. It shouldn't. I don't think it's an object. I don't think it'll be null. Yeah, it's a structure, so it won't be null. It's not your problem. Value an integer again, it won't be null. So I'd use one of these methods, pass in my own int, and then just use my own number and see if that works. Because there's, from looking at your code, unless you changed something at runtime, there's nothing that should give you a null value. That's static. You passed in your camera. Here, I'm assuming in the inspector you do have a camera set. This is a serialized field because it's public, and you declared it as serialized. Yeah. These are all public, so they're automatically serialized by Unity. Yeah, mono behaviors don't need to be specified as serializable, but that's good. Inspector cam is set in the inspector, yeah, but the second code doesn't seem to show up in the inspector. It should. Hang on. And that's the player weapon, and if so, then that's why I would serialize the player weapon field. Here also I would add one of those onto this, an attribute, the serialized field attribute. I don't know if that would help you. So player weapon is a mono behavior. You have these things in here. This all seems good. Public fields are automatically serialized. So if it's not showing up in the inspector, I would serialize this field also. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and grab those out. Yeah. Let me create a couple new scripts here. So what do I have? So, if you don't mind, of course, pin this up. So this is my copy, and this will be my player weapon, and it's a mono behavior with these fields. Alright, so I can just go ahead and do as you do. Okay, let's get Unity Engine in here. Okay, so that looks about right for the first one. Now the second, what do you got going on? Player shot. Okay, player shoot, and let's do that one also. Let's get your script. Not showing up in the inspector is serialization issue. That I know for sure. So we have our shot. Okay. Cool. So I have two classes. 1, 2. And this is as you have them. Let's create an empty. And F2 to rename player. So we need a couple of scripts here. Player shoot. And your player weapon, public class, serializable, mono behavior, and a script. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary. So player shoots on there. I didn't see the weapon. Might be a naming thing. Scripts. Yeah, I'm not seeing the weapon, so probably I named something wrong. Player weapon, mono behavior. Player weapon with a space, mono behavior. Okay, that does not work. Alright, save that out. So the mask work, the player weapon. Player weapon hides an object name. Yeah, if you're getting that error or warning, might help to fix that. Don't leave those type of warnings hanging. So here's the player weapon. And so we got pistol and all of this good stuff. So here's your player weapon here. Yeah, that goes there. My camera goes here. Yeah, this objects are named name. All objects. Unity, mono behaviors, and everything deriving that works in Unity derives from object, and this is one of the fields that are in object is the field name. So that's what that warning pertains to. Okay, so let's run that. Houston, we got you. Alright, and I have mask of nothing. So maybe default mask or everything. Okay, let's try everything. And when I raycast, what's supposed to happen? It's supposed to shoot, and then it's supposed to say we hit, and only when it hits something that's on the mask. And the mask for now is everything. And that raycast from the camera position forward. Do you use the mouse position? So I'm not getting the. So I'm not getting a null reference exception. So, and here's the weapon script. So it shows up just fine, and that one. So I'm not sure if it's because I had the mono behavior on here. Let's see if that was the problem. Yeah, so that's decent too. So yeah, there's an update, and oh, I guess I could move the camera around. Hang on, let me reset this. So reset it. So if the camera goes in, it's gonna hit something. And my player weapon, let's move that out of the way. So it's raycasting the camera forward and it hit something. So it should say hit right away. Yeah, well, it's on the weapon. Where's your script? I put the weapon script on the weapon, and then I put it into the slot. It doesn't have to be on a separate object. It doesn't matter where the weapon come from. Notice it's missing. And here's the weapon script. Here, I just put it on the player, and you can drag it from here also and use it. So try one of those variations and see if that works for you. Okay, back to my chat monitor. Yay! That's gotta deserve a follow, man. It's gotta deserve a follow. Oh. Did I disable the script? No. And here's my greetings. My greetings don't work anymore. They all die. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Sweet. How are you detecting the? Are you the camera in the scenario in your scene? So, yeah. Alright, cool. Sweet, man. So good luck on that. I try to stream twice a day, in the mornings and in the evenings. So I'm always around. Come on back if you need some more help, and I really don't mind helping because hopefully you return the favor to someone else that needs it when you pick up some stuff, you know. Okay, so I have a object not set to instance of an object. So my greetings are not coming through. I probably have a serialization issue too, just like you had. Yeah, see they're all empty. So here's my greeting. It's serialized. Oh, nice. See, that's the type of stuff I did not have when I was growing up, and kudos to you, man. You know that's awesome. That way you meet, you learn, you grow like exponentially. You know, way more than you can learn on your own.